Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Soul Rehab Project. This is Sarah Saxby. And today I want to talk about something that most people can relate to. And I always have a conversation with people, and it, it feels like it's really hard to find someone who is internally fulfilled. I mean, there's moments, right? But if you sit and think about it, you're doing all this stuff all day long, right? You're working, you're gone 10 hours a day, or you have a stressful job, you're running around shuffling kids' schedules, whatever. You got things going on all day long, right? A distraction. And you do it over and over again. And every day is the same. It's like Groundhog Day, right? Most people I know are like this. And you're like, well, Sarah, we have to work, we have bills to pay. And no one stops to think that we have been bred for this. We have been conditioned to do this, to work like this, to fund the machine, which is a whole nother thing, right? But if you stop and think about it and you're honest with yourself, what is it that you're working toward? Because you're doing the same thing over and over again. And there's something inside of us that says, well, sometime in the future, I'll feel better. Think about that for a second. Do you have that in your head where you're like, sometime in the future, I'm going to feel better. I know it. I mean, I have a vacation coming up in 2 months. I'll feel good then. And then you go on the vacation and you're there a couple of days and you're like, I really just want to be at home. You know how many people I've heard say that? Because I know I lived it myself. The last time I took a week-long vacation, I just was like, I can't even, I mean, the external things, the comfort we're looking for in the external is not happening anymore. We're not getting it. But yet we grind ourselves down every single day working toward what? What? When are we going to feel better if we're not doing anything about it? We're living every single day, running around. 10 years, it's been the same routine. Well, you may have changed your breakfast around or some shit, right? But every day looks the same. Scrambling, running, stress, anxiety, medication. Go to sleep. Wake up. Same thing. And I'm not saying every day is bad, and I'm not saying every day is good, but it's the same shit. And we're sitting here in the back of our heads going, someday, I'll feel better someday. When? When is that day? If you're not going to do anything to change it, when is that day? And you know the first thing people do, try to change things externally. Right? Well, I'll get another job. Or I'll find, I'll get divorced and find another person. Or I'll, get a new outfit. I'll buy a new car. When I make more money. If I save more money. Yet we do this, and it still feels the same. The freaking chaos hasn't changed. Because we are not addressing the real issues. If you are going to look to the external, like we always have, I mean, shit, the 80s and the 90s were great because you could buy an outfit and feel good about it for like 2 weeks. Right? All this external stuff. There was time between cause and effect. There was time. By the time the effect happened, you didn't even know what the cause was. Like, oh, how did I get sick? Oh, because you did something 5 years ago to somebody and now you're feeling the consequences. Now it's like you steal something, your finger gets cut off. There's no time in between. It's like the universe is way less patient now. It's like you build all this shit on a lie, you got to deal with it. But I know so many people, and I'm speaking from experience, you guys. I could not, I'm speaking from everything I've done, all the lies I told myself, all the lies I told other people, the pretending I did all day long. I'm speaking from experience. So there's no judgment here. None. The difference is that over the last several years, I've been going, what the fuck? What the fuck am I doing? So now I can speak to it. And now I can show all of you all the places that you're lying and how you're not going to get away with it anymore. These mundane lives, just like trying so hard to catch the high. People cheating. You know, you're like, well, I want to be validated. My relationship at home sucks. Do you think that's going to last? It's built on deception. Everything in this world, a light is being shined in every single corner. Globally. If you can't see the fucking corruption being exposed, it's going in drops. Because if we knew everything all at once, people would have a nervous breakdown and cease to exist. If you could see all the things that we've been told for so long. But personally, the light's being shined on us too. And we don't want to deal with the places where we've lied. But we're not going to be able to hide anymore. And we still sit there and we think someday in the future, I'll feel better. Hear me tell you, the only way you're going to feel better is when you face the places where you're lying to yourself. Where are those places? Because nothing's going to get better. You're going to retire? You're going to retire because they want to, they want to raise the retirement age, right? Of course. we become a liability at that point. We're just entered or like money hogs when we retire. Well, good are we? But by that time, everyone's sick because of all the freaking air, the food. I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day and she said, oh, I'm at a point where I can take care of my parents when they get sick. This is what we think? We've been conditioned to believe that we're supposed to just get sick. We're conditioned to believe that dogs get cancer and tumors and allergies. Wake up, you guys. Dogs aren't supposed to get that shit. Why do you think dogs get fucking tumors and allergies? Do you think we're supposed to be allergic to fucking trees and grass? No, but everybody just accepts it. We just wake up one day, we have autoimmune conditions. And we're like, well, it's just what it is. I got some medication. Or, you seek out some other stuff. It's endless. We just accept it. And we see it's hidden in plain sight. Everything's hidden in plain sight. We're being made fools. We're sitting here just busting our ass, becoming sicker and fatter and fucking everything else. And we're okay with it. We're just like, that's just the way life is. No, it's not. It's not, but that's what you've been told. That's what the media will tell you. We're sitting here and idol worshiping celebrities. Celebrities, the whole entertainment system is fake. That whole industry, you guys, it's not real. Look at the fucking people. They're not real. They're not real. So what are you waiting for? I know people that just literally are busting their ass, working their fingers to the bone. Their relationship is built on manipulation. How about women that just let themselves go? I want to do another podcast about this. Like women who just let themselves go when they get into a relationship, physically, mentally, emotionally. They say, well, my husband loves me for who I am. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But it's going to get harder, you guys. And we're all noticing that. Like I said in my first podcast, it's all to some degree. It's all to some degree where there's a lot of people who are like, who understand that we've been bamboozled, that we live in an illusion. Like if you literally watch Hunger Games and you think that it's fiction, then you probably think that Katy Perry went into fucking outer space. Right? Think about it. If you don't think you live in a district, that you are one of those people living in a district, and the whole elites aren't the capital, come on, guys. Come on. It's like, I've been there. I'm holding the door open for people who are like, I'm done operating like this. What do we need to do? We need to come together. This is us realizing what has happened, what has been happening. You got the people who are still holding on to the illusion going, no. She's crazy. I don't give two shits if you think I'm fucking crazy. Because there's people, I'm holding the door open. Whoever wants to come through can come through. But if you think that your salvation, your fulfillment, your peace, your energy, your purpose, you think all of that's going to come through when you finally retire, when the kids graduate. When the kids graduate, I'll get divorced. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You've been living with the blinders on for years, decades. Following along, getting up, following along, doing, everything. You're not going to find it in the external. I don't care how many vacations I'm not saying don't go on vacation. But what is your purpose? What's your purpose for the vacation? Are you trying to catch a high? Why are you buying so many things? Why are you posting on Facebook? What's your purpose? If you ran a 10K and didn't tell anyone, would it still be the same? If you went out with your girlfriends and didn't post anything, would the night still be the same? What are we doing? Nobody cares. Literally, no one cares. I tell my kids, they're like, oh, I have this outfit that doesn't look right. Nobody gives a shit. You know why? Because we're all just concerned about ourselves. We're all just concerned with how we feel inside. And we're pushing these holidays. We're still trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. We're trying to make this holiday thing and like the same tradition. Again, not saying don't celebrate holidays. But if it's not working, if the process of the holiday is not working, why don't you change it so it does work? Because pushing for external comfort is no longer going to work. Comfort is going to be internal. When you face where you have lied to yourself, where you face where you're pretending every day, where you face the places you haven't been true, like you push down your emotions when someone hurts you and you just laugh it off. All of those places, when you face them, when you face those people in those situations, that's the comfort. That's the comfort you're seeking. Because I'm sorry, if you go buy a pair of shoes, go ahead and buy shoes. But if you're looking for them to validate you or bring you some sort of comfort and peace, it's not going to work anymore. And that's just symbolic. It could be anything. The only way you're going to find peace is by facing all the places where you're lying to yourself. And I'm working on a free 3-day, it's 10 minutes a day for 3 days. where it's designed, it's just a 10-minute journaling, and I'm a person who doesn't want one more fucking thing. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you I can't. But it's really simple, and it's designed to help you guys like just be honest with yourselves and say, where am I lying? Because what exactly am I building towards? Like, what am I doing? All of the things that I'm doing every single day. What am I doing it for? Ask yourself that question. What is it all for? What is your end goal? And when you get to this made up goal that you think is going to bring you happiness, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think you're automatically going to be fulfilled inside when you work your last day of work? Or when you have $100,000 in the bank? Or when you buy that BMW? Do you think you're automatically going to be happy? That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Used to work that way, not anymore. That's why shit's going sideways. Because we're still scrambling to look to the external for peace, for comfort. And we're not finding it. And you know what? The medication's not working anymore. It's not working. We wake up and we do the same shit over and over again. Guys, we've been bamboozled. The machine does not want you to know how powerful you are as a sovereign human being. If you think the sun's poison, again, you think Katy Perry went to outer space. Why would the sun exist if it was poison? Why would trees and grass exist if they were poison to us? The sun isn't poison. You know what's poison? Our bodies and how it reacts to the sun. It's our bodies that are poison. The sun is restorative. It works with our DNA. It resets us. It gives us clarity. Why do you think they're blocking it? And if you don't think they are, Katy Perry went to outer space. Guys, it's real. It's real. I'm looking outside right now. It's great. Again, it's great. It's just hazy. Oh my God. So I would love to hear from you guys. I hope that I will be seeing more of you here because like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of things. I'd love to hear the things you want to talk about, the things that you're experiencing. I'll talk about whatever. Send me an email if you don't want to post things on social media. Sarah with an H at strategiesforhappiness.com. My TikTok is Sarah Saxby, and we're going to wake up here, and I want to grow the Soul Rehab Project into something where we can all, it's a community, maybe even more than that, where we can rehabilitate and learn how to function where we're not scrambling on this treadmill looking for something externally, and we're going to come to terms with how we have been lied to, come to terms with the corruption, stop gaslighting ourselves, and have this community where we can learn how to function in this new way that's coming. I mentioned 18 months in my first video. There's something very significant about 2027 and the possibility of this new wave of how we operate. There's going to be a lot of people who won't be able to handle all the things that are coming. But the more that you open your eyes, the more that you understand and accept that we are in this Truman Show. There's a lot of us here that realize what's been going on. But the more we open our eyes, the more we expand our consciousness around what's going on, the better this is going to get for us. Okay, so Sarah at Strategies for Happiness. Like my Facebook or my YouTube channel, send it around and let me know what you all want to talk about. We're all going to do this together.